Welcome back. Welcome back, one and all.
Oh, baby, we are large and in charge.
Sorry I have to do this. I'm going to turn down this music so we can hear our beautiful voices.
Well, you can turn the music back up, and I can control the volume on my own end, because I want to hear the music. Dingus.
I don't.
Well, it's still on there.
I know, it's okay.
Okay, but this is the Bloodborne PSX Demake. It just came out like 2 days ago. This is the PS1 version of Bloodborne.
Somebody basically took the first chunk of Bloodborne and made it into like a PlayStation 1 game.
Sick.
Yeah.
Hearing him.
Now, see,
hearing him.
The reason I want to hear it is like, is this a voice file that's just compressed or?
Yep, it is. The music and this guy talking, it's all kind of chippy sounding, or low.
But is it the original?
It's the original guy, but they just like crushed it.
Wow.
Here's our guy.
Hell yeah.
Name.
Shit.
What's our name?
Hug.
Larmpets.
Hug.
Okay, and
whoa! What other voices are there?
Just two, boy or girl.
Oh,
I tested this.
Hair type.
Pony.
Give him that pony.
Pony, dude.
All right.
He is a
RGB
savage little boy.
RGB. Which letter?
No, it's black. Keep it black.
Hat.
Preview hat.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Okay, I'll just start from there. There's really nothing else we can.
Hug.
Okay.
Milk toast.
We're gonna do.
We want military vet.
I like military or professional. I'll do military.
So we can be a big boy.
Yeah, big buff daddy.
Big buff
big bad voodoo daddy, dude.
I want to be a big buff boy.
I want to be a big bad voodoo.
So since the network that I work for sells a lot of Shack branded items.
Shack branded items.
I fucking have so many occasions to walk around and quietly be speaking in a Shack voice to myself just to amuse myself at work. Yeah, exactly.
That's
Time
great.
to go take a piss.
Like he's got a line of they're kind of like a George Foreman grill. They're like a contact press.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when we do those shows and they are rolling the B-roll of Shaq talking about it, like the infomercial, I'm just sitting there like,
oh, hey, baby. Even big men gotta eat. They need a big flavor.
Need a big meal.
Gold bond.
Gold bond, baby. Oh no.
And then there's like watches that he's, I guess, designed that one of our brands sells.
Oh, cool.
So just like,
I used to have trouble telling the time with these small watches.
What the hell
the
time
watches
is it?
are fucking huge. So
Even big men got to tell the time.
Big watch for big boy.
You gotta decide a big watch for a big man.
Just imagining it's like a wall clock or like a grandfather clock face on there.
it's pretty big. It's like 3 pounds on your wrist.
Good lord.
That's what she said.
Because it's like gold and there's diamonds all over it. Rancha, how do you say that name?
I don't know.
IOS
Yo.
KEFA.
Yuskva.
Yosef. You were close. I think I spelled it incorrectly too, but it's Yosefka.
Oh, Yosefka. Yeah, you did.
Whatever. Who fucking gives a shit?
Set me up for failure.
Oh, don't you piss on my parade, you little.
I'm a perfect boy.
Yes, you are. I tried to sabotage you. Sabotage.
I did.
Oh, Tyler, you call yourself good at Bloodborne.
Not the PSX, but I just want to get to the weapons already.
Oh,
Excuses.
It's It's interesting. The first level, I know, Wilson, you played it, and maybe Roger, you've seen it, but there's a lot of fun new things in this game.
You give me far too much credit, Tyler.
Even though it's old, you know? And I love seeing these cutscenes, too. They're really cool. The pre-rendered, I love it. It's so cool looking.
Rendered?
And I like thinking of how the makers of this like took into account like how games were made back then, you know?
Right.
Like what you need to progress in the game. So like at the top here, normally you can just open these doors, but you need some insight. So it's like, oh, I don't have enough stars, you know, to get in the door.
That's a really interesting way to portray that.
Yeah.
Because it accomplishes the exact same thing as the original game.
So, here's our inventory. It's really interesting.
No, wait, go back.
Sounds like a sad goat.
This is really cool.
It is cool.
The way they're doing the inventory. Oh, and you can look at stuff like this. So, okay.
You can look at the description.
Yeah. I bet somebody's gonna. I'm sure that there's games that already exist like this, but somebody's probably gonna try and make a full game in this kind of vein with old aesthetics and.
Yeah, when people are trying to, Blue Point Productions, they're like making games look new. Like, what did they do recently?
They've done a lot of
Shadow of the Colossus, and I think they even did some Uncharted.
Didn't they also do the new Demon Souls, like for PS5?
Yeah, they did Demon Souls.
Yeah,
they should go back and like make something like this. Demake it, make it interesting.
Well, I don't. Yeah. I don't know how you do that. Because part of the charm of this kind of thing is like the CRT filter that's going on here and the old blocky design, and that's just not things that we have anymore, you know?
Yeah. It's just not things.
On the main page or the main menu, you can go in and adjust the warp of the CRT. You can adjust the scan lines of the CRT. You can like make it look really interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think it's going to come down to like an indie developer, no matter how big or small they may be.
Indie's nuts.
To make something in this kind of style.
So you can see this is already like a new part of the game where it's like you have to walk slow.
Mm-hmm. Finding keys. So you're still in the clinic right now, right?
Yep. I just had to find that key, and I had to learn how to walk slow,
Mm-hmm.
For those little scaffolding parts, which I'm sure are going to come into play later to kind of pad out the game.
And I think it is smart to have these little touches and differences to just differentiate it, because otherwise, if it's just a one-to-one like interpretation, then it's kind of loses some of its charm.
It does, yeah.
Right.
Do you have to use the key?
I do. Forgot how I had to do that again. Quick items. There it is. Okay. And then how do I change it again? What was the
select? I think it said.
It was. Yep. And then change it back, and it just cycles through 3 different ones, so I can have 3 different quick items.
Quitems.
It would be interesting to see. I mean, I guess I'll see like the Gascoigne fight, but it'd be cool to see like a fight with God, I'm blanking on his name, but the guy that you fight at the top of Castle Canehurst.
Oh, Lugarius?
Yeah. Master Lugarius.
Close enough.
Because he does a lot of different stuff other than just swing a weapon at you.
Yeah, he like sticks his sword down and skulls fly at you.
He's got like teleports and all this different flying around.
I love these loading screens. It's like, oh, that's so charming.
Yeah.
Each little zone.
You're charming.
And it's just making the skybox like the faraway city is a really good touch.
Yeah.
Because then you've always got that aesthetic and that like effect going on for the player.
Right.
Ooh, good use of your gun. Good job, bud.
Yeah,
You're doing it.
It's so interesting not even using a control stick too. I'm using the number pad or the directional pad.
Mm-hmm.
I'll mess up your brain.
So did you get to... I didn't even pay attention. Did you get to have a choice of your weapons?
Yeah, only two. The blunderbuss and the pistol, or the saw cleaver and the threaded cane.
Ooh, the threaded cane probably is kind of neat in this.
It would be really
That was
interesting.
my nickname in high
I
school.
didn't try it yet.
Your nickname was Threaded Cane?
Yeah.
Threaded cane?
Were you, like...
That was my nickname for my penis.
Friends with
Were
Deckard?
you frenemies with, like, Beaded Abel or something?
Sure, yeah. Exactly. It's 100% what it was.
Oh, you must be a
Oh.
hunter.
Ugh.
And not one from around here either.
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 I'm Gilbert,
No, 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 no,
fellow
no.
outsider. You must have found time when Yarnum has a special way of treating guests.
Yarnum.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I could
Scared
come
him.
if I wanted to.
To
But I'm willing to
It's
help if there's anything that can be
Yarn Ham.
really go for some yarn ham right now.
it really wants to be Arkham so bad.
Right?
Not today.
Not on this day.
It's Yarn Ham.
Yarn ham.
Yarnum.
Yar.
What's the other area called that you go to?
Cathedral Ward?
No.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. There's a lot of places.
I know.
Astral Clock Tower,
I'll tell you. Just hold on.
Canehurst,
I'm not wanted here.
Witch's Abode, Logarius Seat.
Lou Gehrig's disease?
You keep saying Lou Gehrig.
Keeps sounding like Lou Gehrig. It's not my fault.
I'll mess up your brain.
It's finished. Monocular. Wee.
Oh, nice, dude.
Wee.
Yahargul.
Yar har.
Yeah.
Yar har ghoul.
Yahargul.
Was it the jail? Or the Hypogean jail?
Yes. Yeah.
Breaking boxes. Back off, dude.
It's just funny that they kind of like Just stand there and flinch while all this blood squirts out of him. Not too much animation.
You know,
Yeah.
we were
we
just
did.
going back to we were talking about Yarnum and like Arkham and stuff like that. You know, Gotham. It's Gotham, which means goat head.
No, I didn't know
Gotham
that.
means goat head. Yeah,
cool.
Gotham
You
means
ever
goat
do
head.
anything with that?
No, I don't think so.
Sweaty clothes!
There was no. No, he wasn't a goat though. I was gonna say there's a in one of Kevin Smith's Batman miniseries. I think it was the Widening Gyre. There was a hero, quote unquote hero. I forget his name, but he had a mask that was. I don't think it was a goat though. It was some sort of sheepy type thing. Turned out to be Onomatopoeia, which was a bad guy from Green Arrow run.
Okay.
So yeah.
Have they ever done like a character that is a living embodiment of the will or spirit of Gotham?
Nope.
Why not?
The closest thing
Why haven't they done that?
to that, I don't know. Closest thing is there's a character. It's a Wildstorm character who's now owned by DC. Named fucking Jack Hawksmoor.
What?
That-
Fucking Jack Hawksmoor?
Jack Hawksmoor.
Jack Cox Moore. Got it.
Jack Hawksmoor. But he's got he has like shoe treads kind of looking on the bottom of his feet, and
What?
he gains power from the spirit of the city.
Spirit of the city.
So the bigger the city, the more power.
What do
yeah.
shoe treads have to do with that?
But that's just on the bottom of his feet. That's just
Why?
because it like connects him to the street.
Ew.
You know,
like
it's,
barefoot
you know.
do that better though?
Yeah.
Instead of
But
having,
he's
like, a rubber
he's
sole?
barefoot. He's barefoot
Hey,
with
that's
like
not.
the treads on his feet, like shoe treads.
But so
Like,
what happens if he loses contact with the ground? Does he lose some of his power?
Not the ground necessarily. For a while, if he was, well, it might have been the whole thing. I don't remember. But if he's away from a city for too long, he'd like die. He
Interesting.
like
cool
because
power.
like he was in the book called The Authority, and they have a ship that like a spaceship. It's a bleed ship. It's a spaceship that exists in this place called the Bleed, which is the space between universes. And when he's on that ship, he for a while there he would get sick and almost die because he's removed from cities. So yeah,
But what? I just have so many questions.
yeah.
Like, what counts as a city? Because if he's in the middle of nowhere and the only place around is technically like a township, is he
Yeah.
fucked?
I don't think he's fucked. I just don't think he gets much out of it.
But it's not a city, so he if he spent enough time there, he'd die, right?
Maybe
See,
I don't
that's
know.
that's what I'm saying.
they didn't. The Authority didn't spend much time in towns.
Why
So,
can't
he's
that
pretty much in a
spaceship that
city
he's on
or he's
count
in,
as a city? Because people
That's just
live
it.
there and like
That's
spend their time and lives there. They have to work to support
There was a
themselves living
point-
there.
There was a point in a run where the Bleed ship took on a bunch of like refugees or something from like I don't know if it was from another universe or what. I think then it might have turned into a city at that point.
Oh, that's a lot of men.
I'm a little foggy after the initial run of the Authority.
Can you transform your weapon?
I haven't tried. I don't know what button it would be. I'll try it when I get back to the Hunter's Dream.
L1 maybe? Well, it sounds like An interesting idea for a comic book.
Yeah. He was cool. He's a cool dude. So, like, his powers would manifest differently in different cities. Like, different cities gave him different powers. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Was it using like real life cities or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
But then, obviously, eventually he comes, you know, since DC bought Wildstorm, eventually some of the Wildstorm characters, like the Authority, came over to DC Universe, too. I don't remember if he did. I think he did, but... So, I mean, then you get the other towns, too. But they haven't explored that much at all, so...
Well, with that said, interesting conversation. I'd like to know more about the Goth Ham.
The Goat's Head?
The Goat's Head.
Why are you so sad, pig?
We'll be back with the next episode of Bloodborne PSX.
Bloodborne.
We will see you then,
Bloodborne.
good hunter.
It's the Blood Barn.
Sleep well, good hunter.